Hey everyone, and welcome back to a building episode. Yes, a building episode. I know it's been a while since we built anything in Elmore, but we are back again and ready for some awesome builds. So this is going to be Aeslung episode 22, and today we are going to be focusing on the Royal Harbor. So without further ado, let's just get on to building. Now, the idea for this area is to make the Royal Harbor as extravagant and as gorgeous as possible. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from the original London Bridge, where there were buildings on both sides of the structure and how they were packed with stores and residential buildings and so much more. Now, the Royal Harbor of Aeslung only allows vessels for diplomats, exceptionally wealthy individuals, and the occasional one-offs that the king allows to dock in this area. Now, it is not used for your average citizen, nor is it truly used extensively. The idea is to make a grand area that is set apart from most other areas in the city and that is easily recognizable as a landmark that you just truly cannot miss. I have plenty of ideas for adding a large lighthouse, guard towers, and a ridiculous amount of buildings that wrap around the crescent shape that this harbor is designed with. Now, it's honestly going to be a pretty awesome build, I think, but it is going to take a while, so I'm really wanting to ramp up the quality of these builds to make them stand out as much as possible. Now, of course, we're pretty much wrapping up, but I'm going to keep this short and sweet. But as always, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content or just simply enjoy Minecraft. It does help the channel a lot, and the more interaction it gets, the better reach it has. But anyways, that's it for today. Let's listen to some music, and I'll meet you again for the walkthrough. All right, everybody, this is where we left off in Aeslung last with the, it's been a while, a few, like 6 or 7 months, but either way, this is where we left off here, and this is the new area, the Royal Harbor. Now, as you can see here, especially on the journey map, it's massive, like absolutely ridiculous here. So it's going to be really cool when it's all said and done. You can see the shape outline. We've been working on a few other things here, but that is in progress. Now, of course, don't look at this building because we're going to get rid of that or just update it, coming up. But either way, this is what we have right here. So right off the bat, you have a small little merchant stand because money, and rich people get here, so they love money. I feel like I should insert a Mr. Krabs meme in here, but here we go. So simple enough, basic little area here to sell some goods. We're going to go into the first shop though, however. And you can see here, it's kind of a general goods, pretty straightforward, pretty simple, nothing too insane, but they have a little bit of everything for weary travelers or maybe just like the servants or things like that of some of these dignitaries who come in, diplomats. This is something more affordable for the quote-unquote lower class of individuals. And then if we go just upstairs, you can see a small little attic space. Nothing too crazy, just pretty straightforward and simple, right? Wanted to keep things pretty easy here. Plus, I'm a little bit out of practice. I'll be completely honest. So building interiors was kind of difficult for me. Now, if you go down here, of course, you can see just a few bits here, just some bits and bobs, alley decorations. I didn't get towards that bit there, but I will. And then we're going to move along here to this next bit. So this is another... Well, actually, I say another shop, but this is actually a residential spot. So you can see here, it's a gorgeous foyer. Very nice, very relaxing, big fireplace, books. They have, banners up. The whole kit and caboodle. It's nice stuff in here. You walk through here, you do have the kitchen. Oh, and also, you see how this is messed up? That's okay, because in the more recent version of Believe Mod, you can actually toggle these to go on layers and stuff like that, and then also fix them if they're not to your liking. So I just wanted to showcase that real quick. There might be a few spots that I missed, but either way. So this is going to be the kitchen area. And then if you just kind of like switch over here, we got a nice little storage area tucked away underneath the stairs. Lots of room for just anything you need, but I really like the design of this. It just loops around right in this empty area right underneath the stairs. It's really cool. And then we're gonna go up here to the bedroom. So pretty straightforward, simple area here. Small little study, nice little plant hanging up right there. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to go into the first bedroom. So lots of natural lighting, gorgeous views of the city. You know, that you could see it out there if you move the bookshelf. But here we go. So just simple, nice little neat area. Nothing too crazy there. And then we're gonna move over to this bedroom. Same thing, this is a kid's room. Got a little bunk bed going on. And just have some like, you know, small books, some toys, things like that. Just really, really honing in on trying to have themes, trying to make these bedrooms look lived in and make them look really good. Once again, I'm rusty on interiors, so please excuse me if they're not up to my normal standards here. We're gonna have the last little bit. Now, I didn't decorate this because as you can see, there's some plans. So I definitely have a lot more to go off of, but that's okay. Back here, you see like a tiny little alley area. Nothing too crazy there. And then we're gonna go into this. So this is another like dual storage area, if that makes any sense. So not a shop, not a home, just a storage spot. You can see there's got tons of just everything everywhere. Really nice and cluttered. Really like it. We're gonna go up the stairs here. And then we have like the actual like small bedrooms here. Now these could be rented out, or they could be the, you know, rooms for the owners of this building itself. It's up to you as you explore to kind of make your own stories there if you want. That's why I kind of leave some things kind of generic. But once again, just simple, you know, bedrooms on the second story. And then we're gonna go down to the other side. And the other side is a lot of the same. I'll be very honest with you. So you go in, this is a shop, but there's lots of storage, some Z fighting, but that comes with the territory. But yeah, just stuff like this, just kind of throwing about. See what right here, once again, we got a little mix up, boom, fixed. But then there we go. So everything is set here. You can see just a small little shop. Walk in, make your orders, get what you need to do. Then we're gonna go up here, and this is the actual storage area. Lots of stuff here. Lots of stuff kind of everywhere, and that's okay because it's meant to be everywhere. It's meant to be cluttered and just kind of junked up some. But yeah, so that is the buildings, and I know that it was a little bit fast, so I do apologize, but this is the episode 22 of Aeslung, and like I said, you can see we've done a lot of work. I haven't really made a ton of videos, but I've been working on other areas and things like that, so it's only going to get better, and I'm going to really try to get back to building as quickly as humanly possible. So thank you so much for tuning in. I know I just broke something. I know it's been a minute, but thank you so much for everything, and thank you for being patient with me. I tend to release more videos more often. Kind of got life sorted up. I just moved and everything, so getting everything done now. But so, as always, thank you so much for watching. This is Legendary Porpoise signing off. Have a good day, happy gaming, and I'll catch you again for the next one.